The Big Hot
Hello, TruWonder. I hope you've been having an awesome week in the sunshine, and I'm so excited that we're here this morning to learn more about the Big God story. Do you guys remember what we learned last week? We learned all about Abraham, right? And that God always keeps his promises. Do you guys remember the special promise that God made to Abraham? He made a promise that Abraham was going to have a family so big that you wouldn't be able to count them, just like we can't count the stars in the sky, right? Well, today we're going to talk more about that promise, and specifically that God is powerful. So I have some boxes here, and inside each box has a little clue about our story today. So I'm going to open the first box as we get going. Do you guys know what this is? It's a happy face. Can you all give me a happy face? I love it. Every time we talk about something happy, I want to see your happy face today, okay? Now, what about this face? This is kind of a confused face. Can you guys show me your confused faces? Sometimes we get confused faces when our parents ask us to do something difficult, don't we? Well, every time you guys hear about something a little confusing today, I want to see your confused faces, okay? Well, in the story, God promised Abraham and Sarah that he was going to make a huge family out of the two of them. But something was the matter. Sarah and Abraham didn't have any children. In fact, they were really, really old. They were way too old to have children. It's kind of confusing, isn't it? But when God makes a promise, God always keeps it, and God is powerful. Well, after God made this promise, let's open up box number 2. Ooh, do you guys know what this is? Maybe you've seen this in your kitchen. It's a timer, because Abraham and Sarah had to wait a long, long time after this promise for their baby. Have you guys ever had to wait for something and it takes forever? Let's try an experiment and see how long we can wait when I set this timer. All right, here it goes. It's going. Oh my goodness. It's taking forever. It's not dinging. I don't like waiting. When is it going to be over? Oh my goodness. We didn't have to wait very long for that timer to go off, but Abraham and Sarah had to wait a really, really long time. In fact, maybe they wondered if God was going to keep that promise about giving them a baby boy. But did they have to wonder? No, because God always keeps his promises and God is powerful. Well, should I open this last box? Let's see what's inside. I bet you guys know what this is. It's a baby doll. Do you guys have baby dolls at home? Yes, this baby doll reminds us that God kept that promise and gave Abraham and Sarah a baby. God gave them a baby boy and they named him Isaac. And Isaac grew up and he had children and his children had children, and Abraham and Sarah's family slowly grew and grew and grew. And many, many years later, another baby boy was born from Abraham's family. And this baby's name was Jesus. And Jesus is so awesome and so special and so powerful because he came and died for us so that we could be part of God's family. And so this promise was just one of the many promises that God made that slowly brings us back to that rescue plan that God made at the beginning of the garden. And this story reminds us that no matter if you're too old or you're not in the right place or you're afraid or you're not sure what's going on, that we can trust in God's promises, right? Because God is powerful, and when God makes a promise, He always keeps it. And this story is just another reminder of that. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's story. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I can't wait to see you next week for the Big God story. Goodbye.